Hey, welcome to TYT Sports RotoWire. Michael.
Yeah.
Sitting in for Ben Mank today. Thank you very much. Chris Liss, RotoWire.com. I'm Heather Ankeny. We are beating the book for week 5. How'd you guys do last week?
3-2, which, again, 60%. I could just live with that all day. I'm hoping for 5-0, obviously, but I'll take 3-2. I'm a little bummed that I kind of was flustered at the end of the last segment. I threw in the Jaguars as my last pick, and of course, they lost. Ben went 3-2 because he got 5.5 on Philly. He should only got 5 like I did in my main pool.
And that would have made a difference?
Nah, whatever. He's 3-2. I'm 3-2. I'm game ahead. I can't shake this guy.
You guys are good.
I want to leave him in the dust.
You guys are really good. All right. So, do you want to anybody you want to thank or curse from last week besides Ben getting Philly at 5.5?
No, I mean whatever. I was wrong about the Titans. Of course, I had to pick on Tuesday, and I didn't know Charlie Whitehurst would start. But then again, Charlie Whitehurst didn't even play bad. That wasn't really why they didn't cover and got blown out. So,
but they're still not going to win with Charlie Whitehurst. I mean,
it was not a good development for having that pick locked in on Tuesday, but it's not the reason they lost.
He breaks the successful old guy rule this year. Yeah. Charlie Whitehurst.
He wasn't bad though. He was good.
I think he's 47.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 32, but it's old for a guy who never played.
I didn't think that he was 32.
He's old for a guy who was never set foot. Okay.
All right. So, Michael, do you want to go over Ben's picks from last week?
Yeah, sure. Ben, my brother Ben Mankewicz, he picked the New York Giants, got 3.5. Fantastic bet. I loved that. Chris, I know you like that one too. The Saints minus 3.5. A curious pick in that Dallas game.
For the Saints on the road.
Exactly. Everybody who gambles should know that. Ben got really lucky with the Eagles. 5.5. You couldn't find that anywhere by Sunday for sure, and so it went down to 4.5. So he wouldn't have gotten the win. So I'm not giving him credit for that, even though the book would have to pay that ticket. Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 7.5. I loved that. I thought that was a great bet. They of course outrighted against Pittsburgh. It didn't matter. I'm sure there are people that had them in their survivor pool. I know you did. Had Pittsburgh that hated that. But
in one of my survivor pools.
Well, you should have bet Tampa and then gone for.
Well, I did.
Oh, so you were going for the cover and the win.
It's the worst. You're like, and it was in that window when they stopped on 4th down.
Right. It was just absurd that they came down the field.
God.
And then the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 13.5. Ben picked them. You picked them. They're a terrible football team, and so even on the road going across country, any sort of novice gambler knows that going across country in the NFL when you're a terrible football team.
I think the cross country thing's priced into the line.
It is priced into the line, but so too. And then you have to go to the tiebreak there, which is they're the Jaguars.
Right. Well,
and I know you like Bortles, and everybody is higher on Bortles. I don't know why Gus Bradley didn't start him from day one.
You're gonna love my picks this week.
All right,
let's hear it.
Okay. So look, one thing I've had I don't want to toot my horn. It's gonna collapse on me. It's not sustainable. But I'm like something like 43-18 against the spread so far this year. It's just ridiculous. Picking all the games. It's not gonna last. I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't go and run out and get my picks and think you're gonna make money. It's not gonna happen, right? It doesn't. There's some luck. But one of the things, if luck is if it's like, why are you doing well this year? 1, luck. Okay. 2. If I'm gonna say it's 2, I don't give a shit what anybody else is doing. I'm not reading up on stuff. I'm just doing my own thing. So I picked these 5 games, and you know what? I don't feel that great about them, but I'm going to go in with these as if these are, from God to Moses. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like.
I feel like you're self-defeating already.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. Okay. So.
Thank you, Chris.
Tennessee is a 1.5 point favorite at Cleveland. You know what, Cleveland? I don't know who they are. I don't know who Tennessee is. Tennessee stinks, and I cannot stand Ken Wisenpunt. But
they're home actually. Tennessee's
they're home, right? And they're only a slight favorite. They're not laying the full 3. I just think this is a bounce back game for them. They're going to win this game. I think they're going to cover. So Tennessee is one of them. Just a buy low. I despise the coach, but whatever. Okay.
You can't buy high with Tennessee ever.
There's no such thing, right? And no game with Tennessee in it is watchable. That's the other thing.
That's a good point.
Okay. I hate to go back to the well with the Giants now that their stock has been so inflated, but Atlanta is like the Saints. They're almost auto-fade on the road.
Really?
I take them at home. I fade them on the road. Look, Minnesota, they got beat. Okay, that Minnesota team's not very good. Auto fade on the road. I think the Giants are actually a good team. Their defense is good. Prince Amukamara, 4th best cornerback in the league so far, according to Pro Football Focus. Their other corner, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, 8th best. That's their tandem, and then the offense is clicking, and they're getting Beckham back. So Atlanta's terrible defense.
But you're at minus 4.5?
Yep, I'm laying the wood.
What do you think Beckham does to Donnell's touches?
I think long term, I don't think Donnell, I think this is a little bit of a flash in the pit. No, he'll be good, and I was like saying after he scored his first touchdown, don't stop everyone getting so excited. And after the third, I was like, okay, all right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Right?
But All right, so yeah, I think Donnell, that's going to be interesting going forward. I do think Beckham will cut into him, assuming he can pick things up and get the timing down. New Orleans, auto back at home, auto fade on the road. Hey, they're at home.
It's 10.5.
Hey, you know what?
Why?
Because they
look horrible.
Yep,
I don't care that they were on the road. They look horrible.
You asked me 2 weeks ago.
I know, I did.
You said to me, when is this road home thing going to ever end? And I said, it's never going to end because they look horrible on the road.
Well, that was because somebody actually commented. I was actually getting your back because someone in the comments section was like, why does everybody hate New Orleans on the road? Blah, blah, blah. And so I was trying to like
the Saints got my back. They just do what they're supposed to do every week. But
10.5.
You know, look, to me, the number's not that important in this situation. It's every week they will play badly enough on the road so that they're going to cover on, so that it's not 14 or whatever. And Tampa, they made the comeback against Pittsburgh. I do like Glennon better than McCown.
I do too. I think that makes a difference there.
But I think New Orleans is going to stomp them at home.
Yeah, right. The number scares me a little bit, but I think you're right.
And then you're going to love this one. This is just for you, Michael. I'm taking the Jaguars. Okay,
oh, sure.
Home dog. 6.5 with Bortles in the second game. I don't respect Pittsburgh. I think it'll be a close game. I don't know who's going to win. I guess Pittsburgh win by 3.
I think Pittsburgh's going to run all over them.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. But I like Jacksonville at home.
Poor Pittsburgh.
And then I'm taking San Diego minus 6.5 for the Jets at home. I mean, they're at home against the Jets. You know, look, if they're even teams, it's 3. Until you cross 7, it's not that significant of a number. San Diego is so much better than the Jets. Phillip Rivers is playing like a superstar right now. He's one of the people think Breeze, Rodgers, Manning. Rivers is just as good as those guys right now. And you know, maybe the Jets blitz or do whatever. But I love the toolish guy. I love Cutler and Rivers. But anyway, so you should be able to be an asshole if you're a quarterback.
That's
Why
fine.
not?
I just can't stand Phillip Rivers, whatever.
Anyway, taking the Chargers, lay in the wood, and I'm a little nervous. It seems like it's too few points. It should be 8.
It should be more points. That's what
makes me nervous a little, right? Like it's a trap, but taking San Diego.
But it also makes you nervous to take the Jets when you're only getting 6.5. You know,
they're not good enough.
They're not good enough. Geno getting out of MetLife may be a better place for him, but still, I agree with you there.
Oh, look, you guys have completely different games.
Well, Jacksonville he took.
Jacksonville.
We're going head-to-head on Atlanta.
I agree with him on a couple.
All right, what do we got here? You want to go over them, Michael?
Yeah, week 5, this is Ben Mankewicz. His picks, the Buffalo Bills plus 7.5. It's, you know, Ben doesn't like Detroit at all. He doesn't, he's not a buyer into Jim Caldwell at all, so it's not surprising. I could have made Ben's picks, actually, this week. And some of them, unfortunately, which makes me want to reconsider, I've made. New England's a pick'em coming back Monday night at Cincinnati. I mean, at New England against Cincinnati. I like that pick. I like New England. I mean, I think Cincinnati's for real. Ben also is a doubter of Cincinnati, so it's totally believable that he would take New England.
Cincinnati is for real?
I think Cincinnati's for real. I think I think their offense is for real. I think Andy Dalton's a pro quarterback, and I think their defense is fantastic. So I think they have everything there, except that they'll lose in the first round of the playoffs. Okay. And so then Ben moves on to from Monday night, and he goes to Jacksonville. Also, he's taking the 6.5 at home against Pittsburgh.
Only good pick.
You think it's his only good pick?
No, I like the Bills also quite a bit.
Yeah.
New England is very interesting. I'm not against it. I have to think about it for my column where I'm going. That it may be New England. The value's terrible. It's like Cincy should be favored. But,
right.
But I see it.
You know, it's Monday night at home, off of a loss that they never have. They don't lose 2 games in a row, the Patriots.
Well,
they just don't. I know, exactly.
Yeah.
But so
they also haven't been. They broke a lot of records last night.
No, they did, but it doesn't matter because that ends. I mean, Tampa Bay lost brutally to Atlanta and then came back and beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. So it's
the biggest mistake we can make is overvalue 1 week, 56-14, and they go into Pittsburgh and win.
Yeah.
You know, Pittsburgh gets destroyed by Baltimore and goes and blows out Carolina, and then loses at home to Tampa Bay. Like week to week, these things are just the
Any given Sunday, right?
Oh, it is.
Is that what they said?
That's what I heard.
It's true.
A few times.
Then he comes back, I think, Chris, and he takes Houston plus the 4 at Dallas, sort of playing into the Dallas overblown. But you know, I don't know. I think Dallas is a good football team, and I think that the Houston got off to that quick start. At the end of the day, as they say, Ryan Fitzpatrick is still their quarterback, and the way that the offense is clicking for Dallas, it's hard to, 4 points seems just there. I mean, that seems like they nailed it. And then Ben goes on to Atlanta. This is a point of difference. I unfortunately agree with Ben. I like the number going to the Giants. I see a tight football game.
Wait, you took the Giants in this?
I took the Giants.
So there's some room to separate here this week.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a big turning point.
Separate the Mank from
Yeah.
The men from the Mank?
Yeah.
Whatever I'm trying to say.
The Mank from the chaff. For the record, in case I go 5-0, Tennessee, like Chris, Atlanta like Ben, Houston like Ben, KC like Michael, and New England like Ben. Those are my 5. KC, though, I'm taking the 6.5 against the 49ers in San Francisco. Alex Smith's return to the Bay Area. He's the better of the 2 quarterbacks.
I agree with that, too.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ben, wherever you are. Thanks for watching TYT Sports RotoWire. Be sure to check out all our other videos on TYT Sports and Chris Liss's articles on rotowire.com. He does quite a few. They're very in-depth, and they're wonderful.
And make sure you watch Politics on Al Jazeera.
Yeah.